Most of you know after watching the live that we now have 2 new horses here on our homestead. They arrived just over a week ago and are settling in. When they arrived, we knew for sure that we were keeping the bay Tobiano filly. We had traded our young Colt Prince for her. And then JR was pretty certain he wanted this champagne mare, but of course he wants to look her over first before deciding.
I don't know, I can kind of feel I like her already.
JR had actually saw this little 2-year-old last year and tried to get her, but at the time she wasn't available. So the fact that she is available now, I think JR is pretty excited. And one of the things that he likes about this horse is that she is related to another horse we had named Classy. She was an absolutely stunning mare JR trained. She now is off to her new home in Colorado. She's doing very well, but JR really enjoyed working with her. There was a little misunderstanding, and JR originally had thought this mare had the same sire as Classy, but it ends up she's a little bit more distantly related to Classy than we originally thought, and she is sired by Classy's sire's son. She is also a little smaller than we were thinking she would be, so JR is definitely taking that into consideration.
She is 13.2.
Oh, should be bigger.
Yeah, and then hold that for a second.
So she's 13.2 currently. She is almost a 2-year-old in a couple weeks. And then JR also did the string test on her, which is not a for sure method, but kind of, will give you an idea on a horse's height at maturity. With this method, you measure from the midpoint of the fetlock to the point of the elbow. Then with that measurement, you measure from the elbow to where the wethers potentially will be, and that is your horse's height. Now this is not 100%, it's definitely just an estimate.
Just that height, my fingers. So right there, 14.2.
So 14.2 is the estimated height that we got for her. But remember, that's a rough estimate. She could be a little smaller or she could get a little taller than that. It all depends. And JR is just drawn to this horse. He was last year when he first saw her, and I know he brought her up a couple times through the year. I know he's a little disappointed on her smaller size, but it didn't really phase his decision on wanting her. He really feels like she's another Oliver, a diamond in the rough, and she's really going to surprise everyone.
Okay, everybody, we've got a deal made. Calvin likes Prince, and I like the fillies he brought me. So we're gonna switch. We do this a lot with friends in the community here in the Fox Trotters, trade back and forth. I've let Calvin take Bob for a year before, and he took good care of him. He came back nice and fat, so I know Prince will be taken care of, and we're gonna work with these 2 mares. I like mares better anyway, and I'm afraid Prince isn't gonna get quite tall enough for me. Oh yeah, he said goodbye.
So our tiny little Prince loaded up and headed off to his new home. This is definitely the hard part with our horses, saying goodbye, and I'm sure it is for you all too. We had never planned on Prince staying here at Homestead Horsemanship forever. With him being a gelding, we knew he would go off to his new home someday. However, goodbyes are always a little bittersweet. We just spent the rest of that first day of them being here on our homestead, just allowing them to settle down and getting to know them just a little bit.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Homestead Horsemanship. This is 1 week into owning these 2 new little girls. We've had them in isolation in this round pen, and we've wormed them, and this dark mark of dirt down their back is actually a lice medication, a pour-on lice medication, so that's why they're dirty. We can't wash them off because we're letting that seep in.
Yep.
Getting rid of the parasites. And the stress of weaning and of the move has got this one having a little bit of a snotty nose. It's not a bad one, and it's not respiratory. She's breathing good. Everything looks good on her. Her eyes look pretty good. She's got a real good appetite, and This one, though, is so sweet, she can't stand for anybody else to get pet other than her. I mean,
really
she
sweet.
has the best nature. I'm very excited about her nature. She's so calm and sweet. She's got beautiful eyes.
She's so sweet and so calm. It's unbelievable.
This one is very interested in being friends, but she definitely kind of likes to nose and touch and play with you from the front. But watch when you go up by her side, she just can't quite handle that yet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna work with her this weekend when I have more free time. She would bond with people faster if we would take this horse away, but we just don't have time to be with her 24/7, and she's too young. She would be afraid and more stressed to be by herself, which would lead to her getting sick or something like that. She's already trying to battle off a little bit of a respiratory thing, and the wormer and everything else she's gone through. So we want her to have her buddy with her so she's not afraid, especially at night.
And these two have really buddied up.
Yeah.
They like each other.
But this one, she not hard to be friends with her. She's super gentle.
Yep, I love her. They're both so sweet.
But this one is, yeah, she's doing okay. She just is having a hard time with the petting of the body. Let me pet your body a little bit.
So JR wasn't really meaning to start a lesson here to show on this video, but it kind of just ended up turning into that. So I'll show a little bit of what he was doing, trying to get her to settle down and allow him to touch her side.
This one says you can pet my body.
You're
I'm just
okay,
kind of
baby.
keeping my hand here where she's stressed about it, and then when she stops and just accepts it, and just stands there, then I'll walk away. Good. Good girl. There, yeah, she licked and chewed on that too.
I missed it because this girl was in the way.
Yeah.
Good baby. Good girl.
See how the lick and chew after she
Thinking.
accepts it? Now we'll do this side.
You're getting in the way, lady.
This side will be just as scary.
Whoop. Just so we're clear, this little one is about 9 months old, recently weaned, and just recently started being handled, brought in from the pasture from the herd.
Just go with her. You don't have to fight her about it. You just can't quit once you start, because then you're training her to get away from pressure. And I want to train her to stop with the pressure.
Woo! Maybe I should get out of the middle. Hey, 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 hey. She's wanting to play now. Chewy.
That was pretty rough, but we'll try it again now.
Good girl.
See the lick and the chew as soon as you... So that is training her to stand still to the pressure. Now, on her right side was better, so let's see if I can get to a hip on the right side.
Hold on, let me get in a way somewhere that's not gonna get
This
me.
little horse can't run you over.
No, this one's wanting to play. Okay. This little one really does not want to be touched on the side. But again, she hasn't been handled much. It's only been a couple weeks since she has been separated from the herd. So everything is very new and scary. But we have to get her to a point where we can handle her safely for our safety and for hers. You're okay. Okay. Hey, baby. Hey.
Hey, baby. Hey, calm down.
You're okay.
About to stop.
I feel like I'm messing her up a bit, but you're okay.
You're all right, babe. Just fine.
You're all right. I've never seen one do this. We are not gonna move. JR did this a handful of times while she stood there, advancing and retreating just to get her used, to him coming up, touching her, and then backing off. But for the sake of the video, I did cut it down a little bit because it went on for quite a while. Okay, baby. She's letting you walk up like that now. That's pretty good.
It doesn't take a whole lot of that, and they'll learn pretty quick.
There she can.
And the first 100 comments on what just happened is going to be people accusing the previous owners of abuse.
No, yeah.
And that's not the case.
No.
This horse was not abused. It was just unhandled.
She's just a baby.
Yeah, it's just a baby, and her little mind is thinking things that you can't comprehend or understand. None of us can. It has nothing to do with abuse. This is just the nature of an animal, and they have to learn at their rate or wherever they're at. So this is not an abuse issue. It's just part of how this horse is wired. Oh. Okay.
Good girl.
Funny thing is, she's accepted that right hip now. The left hip will be exactly the same or worse. Until she stops breathing so hard. The next line of comments will be that I shouldn't have rushed her like that. She's been here for a week, and we've been petting her on the face every day for a week, and it hasn't changed. So we gave her time to do it on her time. Now it was time to train her and get her over that hump. So, and then this also starts the brain into softening to being trained, learning how to be trained. Good girl, baby. Good girl. This is the most we've ever been able to be beside her, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We have settled on some names,
Yeah.
okay? And both names were thought of by our Patreon channel.
Yeah.
And hers was pretty easy. It just stuck pretty quick, even though our daughter Rebecca does not like it.
No, she doesn't, does she?
So we're gonna call her Pippi Longstocking. She's got 4 long stocking feet. We're gonna call her Pippi.
Yep. So everybody meet Pippi.
Yep, that's Pippi. And then one of our Patreon's members said that their grandma's name was Hazel. And I like that for her. We were having a really hard time getting one to really stick for her. It was almost Shenandoah,
Yep.
but me and Emery couldn't agree on how to pronounce it.
I was saying Shenandoah, JR was saying Shenandoah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
So that got nixed because of that.
Well, and I thought it would be good for a Clydesdale someday too, is what I was thinking. So we have Hazel and Pippi.
We'd like to thank Lori and James from our Patreon for the name idea Pippi. And then a few people, I think, mentioned the name Hazel, but the comment we saw where we saw Hazel and the name just kind of spoke to us was from Elizabeth LaPlante on YouTube. There were so many wonderful name ideas, so thank you, everyone. And we did see all the comments for the name Champagne Bubbles, and I know a lot of you are going to be disappointed we didn't choose that name, but in person, Bubbles just did not suit this girl, and Hazel does, so we had to go with Hazel.
So this one is very sweet. Even though you guys see her biting us every once in a while, that's just some foal behavior because she gets jealous or she wants attention, and that's how she's trying to talk to us like she would be talking to her mother or another horse. We'll have to correct it. I'll have to scold her, give her a little spanking. That might trigger some people, but if you were standing here giving her all the attention she wanted, she would never bite you. But she just has to learn to keep her teeth to herself. But it's not going to be a problem. She's super sweet. Super good girl. Very excited about her. And I think when she sheds out, the color will be really pretty too. And she gets fat and slick. Her eye color is just amazing. And this weird color in her mane. It's just beautiful. Golden champagne colors she has. I think Emery ordered 2 color panel DNA kits. So we're gonna have both of these tested to see what color variations and genes that they're gonna throw if they did become our broodmares. That will also have some bearing on whether or not that they get an invite to stay or if they're gonna be project horses. This one's trying to win our hearts though. Mm-hmm. She's being very sweet.
Hey, we are heading down to the scale room. The little baby, she weighs pretty good. Yeah. She just doesn't want to be touched.
That's why we like to imprint all of our foals.
Yeah.
Handle them a lot that first day and that first week. This one was probably handled a lot her first week.
Mm-hmm. Hazel?
Yeah. First day. That's probably why she's so sweet.
We are heading down the road to JR's parents' farm. They live right next door to us, and they have a really large livestock scale, which is really awesome to use on the horses to get their weight.
So Pippi's gonna stay right here. Miss Hazel's on the scale. Yeah. You're okay. Good girl. It's a good baby. It's a good baby. Yeah. This is awful camera work, isn't it? Good girl.
A little less than I would have expected.
How much?
610.
610? Okay. Up in there. Hold still, baby.
980 minus 610.
Oh.
So that'd be 900, or 80 minus 10 would be 70. 900 minus 6 would be 3. So 370.
370 and 610. Okay.
From there, we just headed back up to the barn. In these next videos, I'm going to show you the girls were really feeling good. They've really settled in, and they were playing in the round pen. It's just really cute. You guys are going to enjoy this.
Telling everybody you're feeling good? Is that what? Yeah?
In case you're wondering why we are keeping these horses in the round pen, why they're not out in the pasture, it's because they're in quarantine. They're brought in from another farm, and we do not want to pass parasites to our herd or anything like that. And we've done one dewormer. We'll do a follow-up dewormer. We've also put Ultraboss on them for any external bug issues that are going on. Once we feel like they're ready and they're in the clear, we will introduce them to the herd, put them out to pasture, and when we do that, we definitely will be getting a video for you all to enjoy. Once these two girls were finished playing, it wore them out and they laid down for an afternoon siesta. We're really enjoying getting to know Pippi and Hazel, and we hope you all are too. We'll get some updates and videos out to you over the next few weeks, and we plan on doing a color DNA test on both of these girls, and once we get the results back, we'll go over that with you. So we have that to look forward to, introducing them to the herd, and just watching these two blossom and grow over the summer is going to be a lot of fun.